Hi, friends. This is James and Kara, and we are Kerouacs Cruising.
We are taking you on a journey, traveling the country with our dogs and finding remote places where the dog
And us
can roam free and play while we discuss life's growths, beauty, and some struggles along the way.
We recommend pairing our episodes with our blog at kerouacscruising.com, where we organize accurate information in an easy-to-follow format, removing all of the conversational goodies.
The link for this episode's blog post is in the show notes.
We encourage you to join the conversation by commenting where you listen, engaging with us on Facebook or Instagram at Kerouacs Cruising, or email us at join@kerouacscruising.com.
In the meantime, thanks for tuning in. Sit back and enjoy the journey.
Good morning, friends.
Hi, everybody. We just had a lot going on,
Yeah.
so we're just trying to keep us up to date on ourselves, basically. And
Try to take you guys with us as much as we can. It's been a crazy couple of weeks.
so we've been
Really just working our tails off, frankly.
came back to Flagstaff. I had a doctor's appointment. You know, we started DoorDash in Sandpoint. By my sons, we came to Flagstaff, did DoorDash.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty successful, but the weather was,
It was
not
terrible, yeah.
not
I think
ideal.
we left you guys we weren't sure what we were going to do because the forecast was getting worse and worse as we got closer and closer. And we landed, we spent a couple of days, and then it did get bad. It got super, super cold and wet weather was coming in, and we didn't want to get stuck in the snow. So we darted to Bullhead City at kind of a spur of the moment decision and didn't really do much in Bullhead except work. That moisture did create some interesting days in Bullhead.
Some of the best DoorDashing days we had
Yeah.
was bad weather in Bullhead, whether it be windy or rainy.
Yeah.
And the rain, one of the nights that we worked, got crazy. Like, we had to stop working.
Yeah.
Because you just couldn't drive
It
in
was
that
flooding
stuff.
out. But what's been really cool to discover as far as, the travel lifestyle and being able to bring in an income, I had been in my brain before we just decided, screw this, we're going to sell property and just go. I had been trying to find remote work so that we could try to work on the road, because it's kind of, how are you going to sustain a lifestyle if it's something that you really want? And DoorDash, you're not going to make millions of dollars. You're still, living pretty broke and working a lot.
You have to be downgraded,
But
so you don't have much bills. 'Cause
yeah, very little bills.
You're
yeah.
going to struggle to make $500 a week.
Yeah, but you can do it anywhere there's DoorDash. We literally just show up
That's
in
the
a
best
city.
thing.
We hit Dash now. Now we're registered for that city. And so then from there, you can start scheduling. It is adding wear and tear to the vehicle. So I don't think it's sustainable long term, but it is a great way to help bridge the gaps in income, or, if you just need to make a little bit of extra money, maybe you had an unexpected vehicle issue or unexpected expense.
All things happen.
Yeah,
Just
the
put it
sun
that
just
way.
moved that way. Anything that happens, it's a really great opportunity. It's really flexible, and I understand you can do the same thing with Uber Eats, Grubhub. I don't think Instacart is so much. I think
it's
there's wait
localized.
lists sometimes on Instacart, but it's kind of nice to know that those gig jobs are available if you travel. You don't, once you register
you
for a
have a
city,
car-
you're not stuck in that city.
Yeah, if you have a car, you can pretty much go
And in
anywhere
some
and make
towns,
a
even
little
just
bit
a
of money.
bicycle, or if you just got a little moped or something that you tow behind your RV or something like that, those will work in some of the cities. Flagstaff, we saw people delivering on unicycles. Honestly, it is crazy. Or those, one-wheeled sideways skateboards. I don't know what they're called. I'm calling them a unicycle.
I did want to mention, though, we were in Idaho long enough that we actually started disliking rain and cold.
Yeah, being desert rats, that's pretty impressive.
And then
we came
coming
home
back,
and we were like, no more
we got rain, and now it's just starting to dry out.
Yeah.
So, man, but thank God we're getting some dry weather. It feels good.
It's been nice. So now we
living in a camper in wet weather and mud and everything
with the
gets
dogs.
very difficult.
Yeah, when you're especially up in northern Arizona, the mud is it's like old cinder ash, and it's super sticky, and it sticks to everything. It sticks to the tires on your vehicle, sticks to your boots. The more you walk, the bigger the mud clumps get, and your boots get heavier, and it's so sticky it doesn't want to come off, and so it's just really a mess up here. it's but we're starting to now visit with friends and stuff and get to socialize. For a while it was, we had to recuperate from our drive down, so we were just going at it financially, trying to make as much money as we could. We did take a day, the first really warm sunny day in Bullhead City. We took a walk on the beach, and
people might not think it was
played in the river.
Yeah, warm, but it was 67.
I thought
think,
it was 75.
Was that?
It was windy. It was like 20-mile-an-hour winds consistently.
I remember in the sun it felt nice.
It felt so nice. It was a really beautiful day. That was nice. We were going to work
Norman
that
went
day,
swimming.
And we were like, it is just way too nice to spend this day working. So that's the tough balance, is to be able to make enough money to cover our bills and our lifestyle right now. It requires us to work a lot more than we want to, and we're two people who really enjoy just enjoying nice days. So we're kind of in that boat right now. We're gonna go to work today, and it's a really nice day, so it's really hard to make ourselves go to work. So we decided we're gonna do a recording and catch you guys up instead. It counts as work.
It's work.
It's work.
And today is beautiful.
It is a beautiful day in northern Arizona, that's for sure. And so we're I don't know, we've been having a lot of fun with DoorDash. It's a lot of fun. It seems silly to do, but I think because we're doing it together, we bring the dogs with us, which is nice. That way they're not stuck in the camper all day. We're not worrying about them. They cause us to take breaks, so we'll take them with us all day. We'll pack a lunch. Midway through the day, when things start to slow down a little bit, we'll pause and we'll find a spot for the dogs to run around.
And usually because we've done some dashes, we find a spot we can let them out and run around.
Yeah, because we're starting to learn these neighborhoods. And then the other cool thing about it is when you're exploring these different cities, you're learning about all the little like hole-in-the-wall eclectic restaurants. So that's been really cool. We're getting to know these areas. Bullhead City is an area that we think we want to possibly buy property in the future. So we're getting to check out the neighborhoods and the regions and, kind of make the lists of where we'd want to be. I mean, there's a whole area in the Laughlin area we didn't even know existed. So we're really, really exploring.
We want to be close to a boat ramp.
Yeah, we want.
So that's going to be important, but yeah, it's
or
a
easy
nice
to
place.
get at Catherine's Landing. Either way, yeah.
So that area is a nice area for the winter months.
On the other side of it, I really enjoy the peace and quiet of the desert. So part of me is like, if we'd ever buy property, I'd be okay with it, because the city is a city. It's noisy. There's a lot of traffic. We just really enjoy peace and quiet.
We stayed at Walmart overnight. Just because you talked about traffic.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, you just don't realize when you're off-grid camping versus
and we
parking
lived
in
off-grid for 8
lot.
years, so we're just used to peace and quiet. Oh my gosh, it was the worst night's sleep.
It was noisy, and by 3 o'clock in the morning, there was big trucks going.
They were doing like street sweepers were cleaning the parking lot, dude. It was terrible. And so we did this up in Flagstaff because we were trying to visit friends close by without having a late night drive. And so it's cold. It's like, I think the low was 27 and and we run out of power from the heater running so much during the day and through the night. And so we kind of we were planning on in the morning leaving the Walmart parking lot and going back out into the woods. And so James, he it's the refrigerator that beeps to let us know that it can't turn on. So we don't know at that point if it's propane or power. And so he turns the refrigerator alarm off and then comes back to bed. He's like, I don't know what to do, because I feel like if I'm going to go outside and wrestle around with propane or electricity and be cold, we might as well just leave. And
we
then
had to leave
sleep
by
late.
6.
Yeah.
Because we had to be out. It was Black Friday and Walmart opened at 6 a.
Yeah.
I had an alarm set for 5 a, and the beeping started at 3:08.
Yeah, so it was like, at this point, we might as well just roll. And so that's what we did. And so we had a spot picked out already in the woods. And so we came out and parked and turned on the generator so we could charge the camper while we're sleeping, and crawled back into bed. And then what was it? Not even an hour later or 2 hours later? It was the electricity was the original
Actually, no,
problem.
that didn't happen until... no, what time was it?
So we get to camp at 4:30, and then was the sun up?
Barely.
Okay, so it dawned, so 7. propane ran out. So we had an electricity problem. We fixed that, and then the propane ran out, and it's even colder where we camped. So it's like 19 degrees outside. So now James has to go change the propane, but he didn't. He just turned on the electric heater instead. And then when the generator ran out of gas,
I got up again.
He finally had to get up, and that was almost 10 a.m. So it was a very interrupted night of sleep for us, unfortunately. That's the adventure of the off-grid life.
We woke up to a beauty of a day. It's perfectly sunny.
Day. Yeah.
And I mean, 57 degrees, almost 60 degrees. Yeah. It's feeling pretty nice out.
Yeah, it's a nice day. So we're gonna, the dogs have been playing. James recorded the dogs playing earlier.
She's gonna play that video. It was great.
Yeah, so
they were having fun.
I'll put that up for you guys. It's hard because every time we pull out a camera, it seems like they stop whatever they were doing. But James, it sounds like, caught some good footage, so that'll be fun to share with you guys. The moments that we get to enjoy so much with them, because they really do bring so much light to our life. They're just so fun and so funny.
It makes you have to do stuff. Dogs make you have to do stuff because they have needs.
Yeah.
So
you know
they
what?
are
And they
children, but not as difficult as children.
When you consider yesterday, I was trying to optimize my time with one of my bestest friends yesterday, and so James dropped me off a couple hours early and then took the dogs out, and then we sat and ate and played board games all day long. And at 5 o'clock, I was like, we gotta go take the dogs back out again. So we went back to the camper. That's why we had parked at the Walmart.
They live right near there.
They live right close by. And so we take the dogs out. So it gave us an opportunity to get out, move around. And that's the beautiful gift that the dogs give us, because we don't want them to be trapped. It's bad enough as it was that they had one day. I'm feeling so guilty about it. But so it's getting us to go out and walk around, get some fresh air, take a walk ourselves. And then, today it's like such a nice day. We don't want to leave the dogs cooped up in the camper. I easily could have gotten lost in doing podcast work. We could have just gone ahead and, like I said, we're procrastinating, door dashing. So it's nice because they do push us to get out. Like I said, we would just work through a day door dashing for 10 hours a day if we didn't have the dogs. Because we have them, they make us do shorter days, and they make us take breaks in the middle of the day. Instead of us getting so narrow focused on the dollars, it helps us enjoy the other riches and beauties of our life that are free. And I think so many of us a lot of the time get lost in just chasing that dollar. We forget to look at the other beauties.
I've been just enjoying all the different houses.
Yes,
really.
that's fun too, seeing different people's decor, architecture. Flagstaff is beautiful. So is Bullhead City, really, with the architecture. A lot of really unique homes, and of course, we're always dreaming about our future homes, and so it's kind of fun to integrate these different ideas into different ideas that we already have swimming around in our brains, and kind of picture what we like, what we don't like, and just enjoy the beauty of it, the beauty of somebody else's creativity. It's really wonderful.
I've been enjoying that. It's been good.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
a good point.
It is wear and tear in the vehicle, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can do your own work.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of work I'll have to do using it as a delivery vehicle.
Yeah, and it's not great on gas. It would be nice if we had a better vehicle for that. But it's temporary. It's getting us through right now.
For the moment, it's been super.
It's been great gift.
And you know what? We're moving around now. We've done 3 cities with DoorDash.
Yeah.
And we're going to see how many cities we can do it while we travel.
Yeah, it'll help us make our future funds last longer if we can at least supplement our bills with DoorDash, and then the funds
if it's all going out, it doesn't last as long.
Yeah.
We need something coming in, and
we keep making all these big purchases because we have all these big dreams and big goals we're trying to achieve, and then the rest of the money just flows so quickly. So this will be really a nice way to balance that out and get to know all these different cities that we're visiting. It's a whole different way to get intimately acquainted with these various locations.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and we look forward to bringing you adventures. It gives us a chance to check out the cities and figure out where we can park the camper for free.
That too, and what delicious food there is.
What delicious food. So that challenge is always good, and it's all we'd always put that in the show notes so you could figure out if you were going to go to that area.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I think we should cut it because I know we only had 8% battery on the GoPro, and I didn't want to charge it. I just wanted to take the moment. So we're going to let you guys go before it dies. But we'll keep you guys posted. posted, hopefully more consistently now that we have roots a little bit better planted. We got some big plans going to Tucson in January, hopefully Red Rock Canyon this December, possibly back to Sandpoint this December for Christmas. So lots of things swirling around, dancing around that we might be doing. So we'll keep you guys posted. We love you guys.
Till next time. Thanks for
watching.
joining. Bye.